you have any discussion on that, you'll be able to do that.
So both, this is the first time that we've gotten a city manager's report like this. I don't know, just, this is more or less a plan of work, I guess, for you for the next several months?
Yeah. So just an overview of what we've been working on. Tried to break it up as categorically as possible, thinking through departments. I gave a financial overview, some other things. One of the things I'll highlight is we created a digital system for reporting and tracking work orders as they came in. Wanted to be able to not only have efficiency for the guys out in the field, so they're getting an email as soon as a work order's put in, but also a way to really track those well, so that if anybody ever asks, we have a clean log of everything done. So there's just really a snapshot. It hasn't been in use for that long, but if you look at page 4 of my report, you see what that spreadsheet looks like. If you ever want to see something, if we took care of something, culvert, pothole, anything like that, you can see all that right there. Who took care of it, what time they did, and any notes if applicable. And then the last page is just my overall goals and what I'm looking for in the broader scope of 2026. You see 2 of them are crossed off as we progress and continue forward. Hopefully, all those will eventually be crossed off.
There's one thing I wanted to bring to everyone's attention is Alton Parks on Lion Club Park. We've got discussing new shade structure, installation with sleds. I'd also like to bring in basketball goals on that. If you put that on your list. I had some kids walking down the street with a basketball, and I said, "We are going to shoot." They said, "We got no place to shoot." So I think we've had them there before, they've been torn down, so we're waiting to figure out a way to.
So Kevin, that was discussed several months ago in SLED. We were kicking around the idea of trying to do something underneath the pavilion. But anything, I think everybody's more or less against bringing in those roll-off type goals just because they got trashed. So something more permanent would be ideal, but the height of the pavilion at the edge of concrete is about 11 feet, so you're not able to put an actual goal that is currently privately held, sort of like basketball, tennis is on a viable option at the moment.
Any more discussion on any of the items?
There's going to be some amendments to the budget.
Correct.
Still working on those.
Yes, sir.
When do we think we'll try to solidify those?
Hope to do both in November, both amending 2025, look to close that out in a healthy spot, and then also get any improvements to 26, bringing those back.
So in each of these, you've got a comprehensive plan listed for 2026. Is that what you're more or less, that'll get rolled into these budget amendments that you're talking about?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And then under Public Works itself, I've heard of this Sour Lake drainage study that's with Belmont District, right?
It is. I met with DD6 the other day, and they're excited about some of the studies that they've produced, particularly one as it pertains to Sour Lake. And they're having a public hearing on it in November on the 17th. And so that'd be a great opportunity. If any of you guys want to attend that, I will definitely be there just to learn more about what they've already put together.
What day is it?
Monday, November 17th. So as we work towards a larger plan, of course, using any data that's already existing, we want to make sure we get our hands on that and know about it and utilize it appropriately.
Do we have the IDA agreement? Is that done?
Rose got it. Did you not bring it with?
I can go get it.
I have a copy.
Last time we talked about it was like just in lieu of taxes, 100%.
Correct.
That's what we're gonna do.
Same as, it's changing the entity name, and a few words here and there that really aren't.
I'm changing the money.
Same, like a 15-year term limit or
I
something.
think it was
15 January 1.
So in this new format, on the consent agenda, we can discuss any topics.
Yeah, those are.
Got the use of this new agenda. Format. I like it. Chief, how are the, code, how's the code enforcement coming along?
I had him here and I'll let him, talk about it.
Excellent.
All right, so the last meeting I talked about how the city has approximately 1,300 properties within it. And through my inspection, started back in July, I had identified 338 properties that had violations on them. So currently have 7 properties that have addressed and then been completely corrected on their violations. I have 6 properties that I've addressed and they're in the process of correcting. We've got a total of 54 properties that without me addressing them since the chief posted that we would be starting this. 54 properties that have corrected violations. And they're not just highway needs. We're talking about violations of junk vehicles. I've got 2 properties that dilapidated homes are being torn down currently. One property that had an RV on it that somebody was living in that they corrected on their own. So, and it's, not just one area, it's throughout everywhere in the city.
Good, sounds like
Yeah, it's
progress is being made, yeah.
A question on that. Someone had talked to me about that. Is there a place where citizens can go see where the codes are that you're enforcing, or?
Yes, sir. So on the city's website,
Okay.
is they'll go to the government tab. Am I correct on that?
Cityofsourlake.com.
Yeah, citysourlake.com. They'll go to the government tab. There's a spot under the government tab towards the bottom for city
It's
ordinances.
the last one,
Yeah.
last item.
And that'll allow them to look through, it'll redirect them to another page,
Okay.
but that'll allow them. And if they want to talk to me, they're free to go up to City Hall and I'm willing to, I'll come meet with them if I have to.
Yeah, we were just talking, and I was explaining something, and I think you'd already got one of them over on the road over there because their house was being torn down. And they were asking about where they, where these ordinances are. So I said, I would check with you on the next meeting, so I can tell them that.
There is plans to have a code enforcement page on the city website, which will have direct email to,
I have an email that I set up, Bo recommended we set up an email just for code. And there's gonna be a form that they can fill out for a complaint.
Yeah.
And that, once they fill out that form and click submit on it, it'll direct it to that email, which I will get. And I've been trying to, whenever we get a complaint, I've been trying to address that complaint as quickly as possible.
Yeah, it wasn't a complaint, it was just, they own the land, someone else owns the mobile home, and supposed, trying to get it off, but they're having a hard time getting back and forth between the two. And they were like, that you'd already talked to them, where are these ordinances at, or whatever, I'm like, I'll find out, it's okay, So, but that's good.
I don't have any more questions.
Question? What word, do I make for a motion to
That's
accept?
for a motion.
Can I get a motion to accept these consent agenda items?
I'll make a motion to accept the consent agenda.
One second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Item passed. May I have the reading of item 1?
Discussion and action to appoint a mayor through May of 2026.
Make a motion, to appoint Michael Hendricks as mayor. Mayor pro tem currently, and they're doing a good job, so that's my motion.
Second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Already opposed? And we have a reading of item number 2.
Yes, discussion and possible action to appoint an alderman through May of 2027.
That will be to fulfill my term. And we did have 3 people that send in their interest. So,
We have each one come up, introduce yourselves, talk us a little bit, is that okay? Who wants to go first?
oh well.
Council, staff, Jason Smoker, 1215 Tallow. I am a transplant from many other cities, but have been here since 2013. As I've gotten older and had some kids that have grown, and as I've got into more administrative roles at work, I've wanted to get involved more in the city. So started with planning and zoning, ultimately leading to here because I do have some future goals of maybe being an elected official in the law enforcement side. So I felt like this is a good spot to start, as well as actively be involved in our city, which we want to grow. We want more people, we want more students, we want all of it. So that's kind of where my interest comes from.
Good. You like public speaking? You're a teacher, you can public.
Wearing a funny shirt today. Yeah. I'm Stephanie Rucker, used to be Stephanie Scott. I've lived here all my life. I'm just interested in things. I tell my kids all the time that if you want to be making changes, you need to be a part of something that make changes. And so living that out in like an example, when I saw it open up, I just want to make sure that we're headed in the right direction for attracting more people to our area, to our schools, and like working together, like the sign says, because I think that's the only way that we can get things done. Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I would have dressed differently if I was in a public speaking.
Hi, everybody. I'm Brittany Stoops. Been with planning and zoning for a few months, and in that, I've decided, realized that there's a lot more things that I really want to be involved in. Coming from that, especially with all of our drainage issues and things of that nature, a lot of it all just comes back to, I just don't have enough influence with planning and zoning to make a lot of the changes, so I kind of felt like I had my hands tied with planning and zoning, so when this opened up, I kind of wanted to step up and see if I could attack more things, and so I'm from here, grew up here on that side of town, and now I've got a 5-year-old, so he's going to be in this town growing up, so I just want to kind of see what direction we can take things and start getting, the city updated, modernize some things, but without losing the feel of the community that we have. So just think that I can make more of an impact with council than planning and zoning, even though I still love planning and zoning and I'm not quitting it if anything happens here, just FYI. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. How does this work?
Make a motion to.
Anybody can nominate, is that how it works? We vote on the
We just
nomination, or
discussed it last
there are
time.
3
Yeah.
independent nominations? Is that,
Well, you would vote, get a second, and then you decide either you have a majority vote or you don't. If you don't have a majority vote for your motion, it fails. You try someone else.
does that make sense? Beforehand, I'd just like to thank the 3 of y'all for coming and for willing to make that investment.
I'll piggyback off of that and tell everybody, thank you. This is the most participation we've had since I've been here, since Michael's been here. So we're really excited getting more people in the community involved in what we're doing. Because it is, our town, and we need to know what's going on. And I'm glad to see all. Ask you to keep in mind there are other opportunities to serve the city. There'll be an election in May, right?
Yes.
2026, so, we can only pick one person, and that's hard, for us. But we're gonna pick the best qualified person that we believe, in our minds, right now, but don't get down if it doesn't happen. Look for other ways to get involved in the city, so thank you again.
Would like to make a motion to nominate.
I guess you're not involved anymore now, huh?
Right.
He's not involved.
Correct.
He's the mayor now.
You'd be a tiebreaker though, right?
He
Yes.
could be the timer, didn't he?
I would make I'll go ahead and make a motion, after reviewing all the interested candidates. I would like to make a motion to, appoint, Jason Smoker. I hope I'm saying Schmoker.
Yes, sir.
Say it right.
It's a
Say it right. Schmoker, yeah. Okay. To join the, city council.
Can I get a second?
You guys without a second.
Second.
I'll make a motion to appoint Brittany Stutes to the available position.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Have a second. So from this point, do they each have to vote?
We need a vote. You have a motion and a second.
So all those in favor for, for appointing Stephanie, Brittany Stutes, I apologize. Brittany Stutes, to finish out the term till May 2027, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed?
Nay. You vote?
No, I didn't. I just
You
don't,
can vote one or the other.
I didn't get the information and details on them in my email, so I don't feel like I should be voting tonight, honestly, because I don't know nothing
So
about
what do you call that?
She abstained.
She abstains,
Same.
so you have a tie. Well, you don't have, I guess you do have a majority.
Well,
It's a majority of members present.
Surplus funding.
I mean, last time we discussed it, we talked about it afterwards, so that's why I didn't.
Agreed.
like it like this.
You've got one abstain, one against, and two for.
correct.
You thought you got out of it.
Yeah. I want to go ahead and say aye for Brittany Stutes.
Motion carries.
Do we, are they going in tonight or?
Yes, I need to, Brittany, wanna come up here, please? So how do you spell it?
Never get anything faster than
No.
And your last name. I thought you could read, but I'm gonna raise your right hand. No, that's what. I don't think you can.
Are we good?
Vote, right?
Are we good?
She's good.
Okay.
Are we-
Okay, raise your right hand, please. I state your name.
I, Brittany Stutes,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the duties of alderperson
the duties of alderperson
of the state of Texas
of the state of Texas
and will to the best of my ability
and will to the best of my ability
preserve, protect,
of the United States and of the state,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Thank you. Would you sign right there for me? That's fine.
Do I have to redo mine, yes?
No.
No, you're already sworn in. So take a seat, wait.
Oh, does that say newbie?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Welcome, Ms. Brittany, to the council. Can I have a reading of item number 3?
Yes. Discussion and possible action to nominate and appoint a mayor pro tem through May of '26.
Is this something I can vote on?
More vote for you.
Sit back there.
You can say your opinion.
Yeah, you can give your opinion during a discussion.
Anybody want to make a motion?
If you want to say something.
I think in terms of experience and what we've been trying to accomplish in here, I really suggest that the council assigns Kevin Cudd this position. I know that probably on the speaking side, he's not going to be super excited, but I promise to be here as much as possible to save you from that, sir. But in terms of somebody that's also super passionate about seeing the city grow, I think Kevin would be an asset in that position. Thank you.
I second that motion.
Well, it's not a
Well, you
motion, it's
want
not
Oh, I
the
thought you
You have
said
to
it
make a
was the
motion.
motion.
No, ma'am.
I'm sorry. Well, then I make a motion that everything that he said about Kevin Cudd is correct, and that is my motion. Somebody second it.
Thank you.
So your motion is that we appoint.
Kevin.
Kevin for mayor temp, yes, for the following term, May 2026.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Well, you're it, yeah. Thank you.
I think Brittany would vote for me, but I didn't vote for her.
Hard growing as a,
Starting over. That's us coming together to see progress.
Thank you.
Manager, can you read item number 4, please?
Yes, sir. Discussion and action to amend the zoning ordinance with an updated schedule of permitted uses and the addition of new specific use classifications.
Is this just a,
Yeah, we'll add, planning and zoning already had a public hearing and made a recommendation on this. This is just the final vote to,
But this was the public meeting from last week. No.
just final.
Yes.
we got the recommendations last month.
Yes.
I guess there technically should be 2 readings of that, or why didn't we vote last month?
So there's already been 2 public hearings
Yeah.
and everything is squared away except for y'all's final vote. So that's
Okay.
Anyone like to make a motion to accept?
I'll make a motion to accept agenda item number 4 as written.
Can I get a second?
a second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Change is made. City manager, can I have a reading of item number 5?
Yes. Discussion and action to rezone a property located within the city limits from agricultural to residential.
Same thing here, yeah.
Yep.
I'll make a motion that we accept agenda item number 5 as written.
A second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Change is made. Can I have a reading of item number 6?
Yes, discussion and action on a request from Amco Solutions Group for a specific use permit to allow a wastewater processing facility on property located at 610 Highway 105 West.
I'll make a motion, to approve the item number 6.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Ayes have it.
I'm recusing myself. I have a conflict of interest.
One correction for the record, that's 105 East.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah, east, west.
And the reading of item 7.
Yes, discussion and action to award the bid on the 12-inch water line improvements project for the City of Sour Lake System Improvement Project, contract number 22-085-037-D281 grant. And Mr. Levens would lead the hearings.
Thank you, Mr. Hanson. So good news, council. We did have our official bid opening on Wednesday, October the 16th at City Hall at 2 p.m. We had an outstanding turnout of contractors bid this project. I believe we had a total of 12 contractors bid this project. And our original estimate had this for around $2 million. And so our low bidder was East Texas Utility Construction in the amount of $1,389,487.90. They also bid a contract time of 150 working days. And so just as typically as we usually present to y'all, we do have a bid tabulation sheet that should be in y'all's council packet, I believe. I apologize if it's really tiny writing because we had so many contractors that bid it all in one spreadsheet. And even on 11 by 17, it doesn't look much better than y'all's 8.5 by 11. But I know it's really tough to read, but of course on the front of our cover sheet, it does summarize what those bids are. And you can really see, we did have a few that were on the high end of things, but then a number of bids were, as you know, below that 2 million number. We have been seeing quite a few projects come in below budget. We just feel it's really due to some of the projects that are maybe finishing up and contractors being hungry with this type of utility work. East Texas Utilities, I know their owner does live right here in Sour Lake. And so this is kind of their bread and butter with doing utility line projects. And so we have worked with this group in the past doing water line projects. We think they'll complete this project to the expectations of the city and also our firm. So it'd be our recommendation that the city go ahead and approve awarding this construction contract to East Texas Utility Construction in the amount that I mentioned earlier.
I'll make a motion. To accept the bid from East Texas Utility Construction.
Can I get a second? All those in favor?
I'm sorry, Robert, you second?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All those opposed? And a conflict of interest.
I'm saying
the
that,
contractors that,
that's true, you were,
so I'm not voting.
okay,
Forgot about that, yeah.
got you down. Thank you.
Motion passed.
Thank you. Any questions?
Nope. Y'all figure it out. Good.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can I have a reading of item number 8?
Yes, $9,500 presented by Swell.
All right, so this is, everybody knows Goodfellas Pizza, been here for almost 30 years here in town. They came to us actually with 2 projects that they'd like help with. One being Vinahood in their kitchen is, I guess, on its last leg. It's not venting the kitchen, and so it needs to be replaced. And then the company that came in that did that assessment also made commentary about the needing to redo all the duct work in that building as well for the AC. And so they actually submitted a bid for that work as well. Asking them to prioritize the work, obviously the benefit, everything else, obviously. They told us that the benefit is the more pressing issue. I think I don't have that paperwork with me, I apologize, but, I think the total was actually somewhere around like 8,900, but tend to pump this up a little bit just to give them a little, and so, yeah, that's what they're asking for is the funds to replace the Zenith, in the restaurant. They've been here long enough. They're kind of an anchor in the community. We felt like it was pretty much a no-brainer to help them out.
You know what our, remaining budget is?
But how's it going with this? We're getting, like, this puts us over budget, actually. Or,
That
we approved both, not both of them. We still have something left after the Goodfellas. If we go as a vision item number 9, then we're over budget and we'll have to get into the school. Yeah, we're pretty close with cash. But again, there's been conversation floating in this if you want. We talked a bit about budgeting at our last SLED meeting and kind of the lack of any real formula for SLED and maybe in the future looking to actually try and, whether it'd be difficult or not, to put together some budgetary constraints. But it's hard to know because it's all sales tax dollars coming in. Whether or not you meet that goal on any given year is not easily predictable, and then you also don't really have any idea of who's going to come asking for money. So
I think that going over budget's not gonna be that big of a deal
Right.
because Michael and I came in, I think they spent 15% of their budget that year.
right, and that's why that's that account. It has so much money in it now. So yeah.
I'll make a motion to, approve item number 8.
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passed. Now the reading of item 9.
Yes, Mayor. Discussion and action to approve a grant for playground equipment for Children's World in the amount of $30,292.01 presented by SLED.
It's very precise.
It's just coming directly from a quote that Children's World got for this playground equipment. So this is for the purchase and installation of the equipment. They would handle all of like site prep and everything like that, removal of existing playground equipment. This is purely just purchase and installation. But again, I guess the daycare is a business. It's been here.
I think she said 43 years.
It's a long time. Currently employs 12 people, I think she said, and they have 80-something kids that go there between pre-K and now I think they all the way up through middle school. They're not bringing in middle schoolers, so after school programs as well. They just need new equipment. It's the one that they have is run down, rusting, and I think in the past, what she said she has done is they have sales people come through periodically, someone like a gym here or like some monkey bars. They just kind of cobbled something together. So they want to get something that's more cohesive, that is going to be all new and will have some longevity to it. A few questions that we had for her were with regards to the warranty that the company put on this. She didn't have that with her, but she was going to bring it back. But something of this magnitude is going to require like 2 readings at least, so there'll be time for her to get everything in order. But yeah, I mean, daycares don't generate sales tax, but they sure let people go to work, and so it's at least indirect economic development benefits that I think is beneficial.
So if they're having more readings, you said, to more detail, should we table it?
You have to approve it for me to go to the next step, which would be to do a resolution. Then I'll take it to SLED. They'll approve that resolution. And then y'all will have to do November and December reading before she can ever get any money.
Do you remember exactly how we read it in SLED? Was it with any caveats, like assuming that she brings like warranty information?
Well, I haven't done, yes, but yes, she has to have warranty. She said she thought it did. she was gonna check on it.
Yeah.
But I mean, we haven't done the resolution, so I can add all that in the resolution.
Okay. When we approved it though, in the last week.
Y'all did ask her to check on warranty and she was going to. I have not heard back.
I mean, we can phrase the motion to
Yeah.
read that way. So, But other than, she only provided the one quote, so that's really all we had. But the city's about to put in a shade structure that is, I mean, of a similar caliber, and it was also very expensive, and we ran the traps and quotes from several companies from there. So I don't think that, we can obviously go back to her and ask her to get other quotes, but,
You could word it as, if we were to approve it today, it would say up to.
Additional quote and warranty. Okay, I'll make a motion that, we will have more discussion or approve the grant for, the playground equipment for Children's World, with I guess an exception to providing warranty and maybe additional quotes. Did I say that right?
No additional quotes, huh? If we have additional quotes, then the resolution won't start till after you decide on the amount.
What you're doing is you're making a motion to approve the grant. And then SLED will take care of the warranty and all that.
Okay. I make a motion to approve the grant for Children's World for playground equipment.
Can I get a second?
I second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passed. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?